Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Minecraft. This is episode 12 in this series, and it might be a little bit of a short one because I only have one thing scheduled to figure out today, and that is these portable tanks that I was talking about last episode. So that is what I'm going to be working on. Now I did do a little bit of research online just now. I looked up how they work, and from what I read, all you have to do is sneak and click on them. And it will break them down and you will keep the liquids inside. So I'm going to grab all these portable tanks. Now, I think I'm only going to need one bucket, so I'm going to take one and leave the rest in my inventory over here. And is it R? Nope. I know that. Oh, it was R. R automatically organizes your inventory here. I'm going to drop this IndustrialCraft stuff because I don't want it with me. I don't need it. And I want to make sure my inventory is lean. I taught myself that lesson just like I explained last episode by accidentally dying and losing a ton of shit. So I got a bucket. I got my portable tanks here. I got a wrench, which works. It is the BuildCraft wrench. I was correct about that. You need to use the BuildCraft wrench on the portable tanks to get them to work correctly. And I'm going to head down to my newest magma pool that I came across when I was mining off-screen the other day. I hit this big old magma cavern, and it had something interesting on the far side that I've never seen before, so I definitely wanted to drain it and figure out what was in there. And you'll see in just a second, these shafts go pretty deep. Just kind of go and go and go. This was a interesting little cavern I found. There was a bunch of stuff, including diamonds, in there. I mined that out a long time ago. And continue on, continue on, continue on, and here we go. Big old magma pit. I started excavating it around it to try to figure out what the sides were. And as you can see in there, something interesting. There's a black rock in there, and it goes back pretty far. I want to see what that is, and the only way that I'm going to be able to do that is to drain this. So what I'm going to do is put down the tank. And I think all I got to do is grab a bucket and right-click just like I did with the water, and it goes right in there. I want to make sure that I'm being careful, though, because if I misclick, I'm going to throw lava all over the place, and it's going to be bad. Now, if I shift, right-click, yep. Now I have a portable tank full of lava. Nice. And it's 8 buckets worth of lava, so 2 of these will be a whole stack of buckets. Wow, this is deep. That is a lot of lava. Like, I just keep clicking and keep clicking and keep clicking here, and I'm still grabbing source blocks from pretty far down below. Normally, magma pools are only, you know, like 2, maybe 3 blocks deep, but this one is huge. Let's try some of this area over here, try to thin it out a little bit. I'm glad this is working. It took a little bit of, you know, knowledge searching on the interwebs, but I figured it out. And there are better portable tanks you can build. I just don't know how to build them. Maybe we'll look into that when I get back. Now look how deep this is. I just keep grabbing source blocks. I've grabbed, when I finish this, 32 source blocks, and it barely looks like I scratched the surface of this thing. Like I said, this might be a bit of a short episode, just because this is the only thing I had planned, is getting these portable tanks working correctly and set up, and making sure that my setup from the last episode is running correctly, and that it's pumping the correct power into the machine, so I don't blow everything up. Now, if I do this wrong, and I put too high of a voltage into my machines, they will explode and take out that entire room. Which is definitely not something I want, which is why I want to make sure I keep an eye on it and make sure that the power is flowing correctly. Alright, we're back. We're back. As you can see, CESU, power storage device. We got the low voltage transformer. I found out that's what LV means, low voltage transformer. And what it'll do is, because this thing outputs 128 energy units per tick, this will, you know, step that down to 32 energy units per tick. So we're going to go over here, And what I read is that clicking on the wrench makes it, or clicking on it with a wrench to make the color change, like you saw last episode, is going to make the portable tank output liquid from the bottom into anything below it. So as you can see, it's sitting there, and what I like is that they're like a light source. They emit light, and if you stack them on top of each other, the one on top will automatically be set to drain into the tank below it. So now all I gotta do is take the wrench, and I should click this one, and there we go. It dumped all the lava straight into the geothermal generator, and now what I can do is take this one off, because it's empty. We'll throw this one back up in there. What I could also do is just carve a hole in the ceiling and stack them up really high. And it's working exactly as I had planned. As you can see, it's taking the lava out of the top bucket, dropping it into this one, and which is then dropping it into the geothermal generator right here. And it is using it, so it is creating power and dumping it somewhere. Let's go down to the basement and make sure it's working correctly. It's being stored, so it is going into the CESU, the power storage device, correctly. Now, let's put something in our machines and make sure they're operating correctly. Let's grab some iron and throw it in the macerators and make sure they macerate correctly. And they are running, and they're not exploding. Nice! That worked out perfectly. Now, this is going to be a much more efficient setup for me because I'm not going to have to make nearly enough runs, and it's also going to serve the dual purpose of draining that magma cavern so that I can explore it and see what is in there. Nice. Very nice. Okay, this is indeed a very short episode, so let's take a look at those portable tanks and figure out which is the next one. So this is the one we just built. It was very simple. It was just glass, and glass is just throw sand into any sort of furnace and it'll make glass for you, and iron ingots. Very simple. So the next one is the hardened portable tank, which is twice the size, and then there's also a reinforced one, which is again twice the size, and a resonant portable tank, which is, wow, 64,000 millibucks. That's 64 buckets right there. But we're going to try to take one step up first and get the hardened portable tank, which is 16 buckets worth. And it looks like it's a portable tank in the middle, and Invar ingots. I have no idea what those are. They're from thermal expansion. Now, I haven't done if you've been watching, you know I haven't done very much with thermal expansion, but I've mentioned it from time to time. So let's see what an Invar ingot is made up of. Of course, it's made up of nuggets, or you can break down from block. Can smelt it from, I don't know what that is. Let's see. I don't have an induction smelter. I don't have a liquid casting table, so maybe Invar blend? Okay, we can make the blend, and that would do it. Iron dust, so 2 iron and pulverized ferrous metal. Now, I believe I have ferrous metal. This guy, so it's pulverized ferrous metal. I'm pretty sure this is not... Did it run out of power? Oh, it did run out of power. Okay, see, that's good to know. Because that means that I did not set this up correctly. So it's going into this correctly, but it's not going out of here correctly. So I'm going to need my IndustrialCraft wrench to try to fix that. Because the power is not getting to the machines. So, good thing I checked, because... Or not... I don't think I necessarily checked, but I looked. I noticed... So we're going to have to go downstairs and fix that. I believe the transformer is probably facing the wrong direction, so let's swap it out and go back up there and check to see if it's working. And that should have fixed the problem. Yep, there we go. Now it's working correctly. Alright, now everything's going. Alright, let's take that out real quick and see if I can macerate this. Nope, it will not macerate, so we can put our iron back in there. Let's see if I can smelt it down. So if I can smelt it down and then macerate the bar, ferrous ingot. So let's try that. Can I macerate the ingot? No, I cannot. Interesting. I wonder how I do that then. It must not be compatible this part of thermal expansion must not be compatible with the IndustrialCraft machines. Let's take another look at this. No, that's not what I want. The Invar, that's what I wanted. Can I? Okay, those are just trying to figure out if there's any ways. So like, you would get them from bees, can pulverize other things and get the components out of them. Smelt Invar blend. So I know the blend is iron, and pulverized ferrous metal. It's just that pulverized ferrous metal. Do I need to... It looks like a pulverizer will get me that. So... I might need to delve in... If I want to continue with this, which I kind of want to do, I might need to take another detour into thermal expansion to try to get it to work correctly. That's from bees. So bees you can use to make pretty much anything. That is interesting. Oh, look how fast I'm going through this, too. And I'm going through it that quickly because I have this ginormous power storage. Look, I haven't even filled it halfway up yet, and I'm already going through tanks. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm probably going to just keep using lava until I run out of, any sort of, ready, safe supply. Now, I might not ever run out because I have easy access to, I think, infinite lava in the nether, but I don't like having to go to the nether to get lava. I might end up switching it out so I can utilize the oil from this oil well over here in the little oil fields in the desert. Interesting. So I'm going to need to try to figure that out off screen, is what to do to make that Invar blend. And it looked like I saw some Tinkers Construct, I saw some Portal to the Deep Dark. The hell? Unstable. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. Highly unstable and will explode after 10 seconds. Will also explode if the crafting window is closed or the ingot is thrown on the ground. Additionally, these ingots do not stack. Do not craft unless ready. That is interesting. Quadruple compressed cobblestone. Which is triple compressed cobblestone, which is double compressed cobblestone, which is compressed cobblestone, which is... Oh, I guess that's an easier way of storing cobblestone. I'm kind of like stumbling through this, looking at more interesting things. Alright, well, I'm going to call it an episode here. Very short episode, but I did accomplish what I wanted, and I did show you what I wanted. I'm going to have to do some research, try to figure out a little bit of thermal expansion stuff, a little bit of Tinker's Construct stuff, figure out how to get that Invar blend so I can make the Invar ingots, so I can make the portable tanks, which I really like. I really like to have the bigger ones. That would be nice. So I'll figure out some of that stuff off screen, and we'll talk about it later in the next episode. So if you've enjoyed this, drop me a like, leave me a comment, and if you are interested in more daily Benjamin Magnus plays Minecraft, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.